Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
Taken from about the 12. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And his first look is incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Prescott now. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the Eagles now backed up to start their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wallace. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. They set up the screen to Peyton. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 2nd down, Fulton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wallace. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wallace. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wallace. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, Wallace. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Prescott off play action. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down now, Peyton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll run now with Peyton. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Second down at 5. On second down, Peyton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, you know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back to throw. Wallace. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Wallace. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. From the 29, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Peyton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action, Wallace. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Wallace. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Uses the stiff arm. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Philly.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Wallace. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game, because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now a throw here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Hey, let's go. Interception. All day, baby. Let's get this.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
44's mark. 44's mark. Check. Keep it up.
Throwing on first down. Wallace. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Wallace. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw on second down. Wallace looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down now, Fulton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun on third down, Wallace. It's brought in by Harris.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Philadelphia.
On first down, Wallace. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Eagles.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw, Wallace. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Wallace. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
second and goal from the 6 this time. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Oh, ain't that something?
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
That's caught by Sims. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Dallas.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Reeves. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive.
Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st and 10, Wallace firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A little juke. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
2nd and 12. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer lip.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Eagles have recovered.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Throwing on 1st down. Wallace. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Right back to him on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Fulton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Thirteen yards remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing. Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Philadelphia, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.